#1 internet radio station, intellectualradio.com. Again, intellectualradio.com, which is an iHeart radio station, guaranteed to feed your brain. We have an amazing show today. In this intellectual dialogue hour, we're going to be sharing information, giving introspection, and providing some inspiration. Today's show is sponsored by no other than Krispy Kreme. They make the most, their mission is to make the most awesome donuts on the planet every single day. And I think they're doing a good job of that. They have several locations, hopefully one near you. They have 110 South Manhattan Road in Hillside, which is near me. They have 17815 South Hartford Street in Homewood, Illinois, 9150 Southwestern Avenue in Evergreen Park, and Block 37, which is at 108 North State Street. We so appreciate you, and we thank you and appreciate you helping us build our network. Today, we're not going to talk about any bad news. We're going to talk about nothing but good news. And today, I actually want to briefly talk about the color of your car. We're going to talk about the color of the car that you drive and how it affects who you are, which is really dope. We're going to be talking about how to organize and stay organized. We're going to talk about social media tips. And are you a dream crusher? So we got a lot in store for you guys today, and I'm super excited. We're going to be talking about business strategies. You know, most people won't have the courage to just take a chance on themselves because of fear, because of failure, and just walk and be the best person that you can be in your business. Whether you have a product, a service, or a brand, just be who you are. Remember, it's scale or fail, but the choice lies with you. So we are live. Intellectualradio.com, Making Waves with Miss Darcy, every Tuesday and Thursday, starting at 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. We'll be right back. Please share the broadcast. Don't go anywhere.
Hi, my name is Taylor Olivia. Listen to Making Waves with Miss Darcy on IR and iHeartRadio station, Tuesday and Thursday, 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. We love you, Miss Darcy.
Hey, this is Lenny Williams, and I enjoy listening to intellectualradio.com and Making Waves with Miss Darcy.
Are bill collectors calling you? Are you afraid to answer the phone? Afraid of lawsuits, garnishments, losing your apartment, house, or car? Then call us for your debt relief options. I'm attorney Peter Francis Geraci. Chapter 7 or 13 can relieve the debt pressure. Call us now for a free phone mini consultation or log on to infotapes.com. We're the law firm you trust to get you help in debt. 1-800-401-4010.
It's a new year and the first anniversary of our revolutionary acne treatment. To celebrate, we have an amazing new offer for you. Order Proactive Plus, and for a special limited time, you'll pay just $19.95. Imagine yourself in skin so clean and beautiful, you feel confident to go after all the things you want. Make it happen today. Proactive Plus.
That's a huge difference. Look at that. Proactive Plus makes me feel amazingly beautiful.
Proactive Plus is dermatologist developed to help seek out and fix problem areas on your skin, and it's proven to work 4 times faster than the leading prescription.
This product is good. I started seeing results with Proactive Plus within the first week.
Now's the best time ever to order because we're offering extra savings to first-time customers. Call 1-800-773-5681 to get our 3-step system plus free tips and free shipping, all just $19.95.
I use Proactive Plus every day. Like I literally use this session.
American Express for travel and entertainment worldwide. Just show this the American Express. Someday, I may even use it on the road.
It's a monster.
Oh! You can replace plane tickets, traveler's checks, a lost car, you know that works. American Express's timeless safety and security are available on Apple Pay. The next evolution of membership is here.
Welcome back. Thank you for tuning in to Making Waves with Miss Darcy, broadcasting live every Tuesday and Thursday on intellectualradio.com, which is an iHeartRadio station. So before we get started, I do have my gift cards from Walmart, who is our new sponsor. And we have gift cards just in time for the holidays. So I'm going to give you right now the phrase that pays. The phrase that pays giveaway compliments of Walmart. And so the phrase that pays, the number you want to call for today is 708-667-6611. Again, 708-667-6611 before 1 p.m. The phrase that pays is your life skills is your message to the world. Make sure it's inspiring. You may have to fight the battle more than once to win it, so you are prepared. Again, the phrase that pays is your life skills is your message to the world. Make sure it's inspiring. You may have to fight the battle more than once to win, so you are prepared. So that's the phrase that pays. If you can call in and give me that phrase that pays in its entirety, you will win a gift card compliments of Walmart. I will also put that number up, but you do have to read the phrase that pays verbatim. So we're going to jump right into our show. What does the color of your car say about you? What does the color of your car say about you? So very interesting. If today is your birthday, happy birthday to you for Making Waves with Miss Darcy and crew. So talking about cars, my car is I have a white truck. But we're going to go down the list. So what does the color of your car say about you as an individual? If you have a black car, it's called the ultimate power color. It appeals to a person who likes elegance, classic style, and who is not easily manipulated if you have a black car. If you have a white car, which would be yours truly, these drivers are people who generally like things very pure, clear, and direct. They tend to be hard to please. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what if you're driving a white car or vehicle. If you have a silver car, that's anything that's true metallic, such as silver or gold. It gives the perception that it's worth more. It's for the personality that appreciates elegance with a bit of flash. So if you have a silver car, if you have a red car, that means you like to be seen as someone who really stands out and like to call attention to yourself. More often than not, it's a very outgoing individual if you have a red vehicle. Now, if you have a gray vehicle, it's like a neutral color. That is someone who's very practical, very pragmatic, someone who makes lists and likes to talk things out. If you have a light color blue or a medium blue color car, this would be those who drive the shade like the coldness of metal. They have a calm demeanor. They're very unshakable, but they're very faithful. And last but not least, if you have a dark blue or royal blue vehicle, but it's not, I take that back, it's not the last one. Dark blue or royal blue, this vehicle color shows confidence, shows that the drivers are very credible and authoritative. If you have an orange or rust color car, it screams unique, artistic, creative, original, and very charming. If you have a brown vehicle, it says that a person that drives a brown car is very complex. They're down to earth. They crave the same elegance that a black car driver does. And if you have a yellow vehicle, it says that person is young at heart. They chose yellow because they know they're going to be noticed, which is true, and they have a good sense of humor. If you have a green vehicle, it shows that you are well balanced in your life. The deeper the green, the more trustworthy you are. And if you have a gold vehicle, it implies that you are warm, you are intelligent, you are a good lover, and money is no object for you, and you're an attention getter. Something to think about. So I thought that was really unique. If you have a certain type of car, it talks about your demeanor, who you are, what you are and how you are. And I thought that was really, really, really unique. So I wanted to share that, like what your car says about you. So now we're going to get into the meat of the show. We're going to talk about being organized, getting organized. How do you become organized, right? So being organized is very hard, right? Organized is hard. So I want to talk about when you're doing your daily chores, how are you organizing your business? What do you do to stay organized? Katie Lowe says, shoot, white cars are hard to please. I don't know about that. Katie Lowe has a show, Rhythm Flow Radio, today at 4:45 on Intellectual Radio. And she has a surprise for you all just in time for the holidays. So make sure you tune in to Rhythm Flow Radio today at 4:45 on intellectualradio.com. Thank you, Katie Lowe, for that. So how do you become organized? It's really hard to get organized. Most women tend to be organized, or is it more men who tend to be organized? Well, I want to start by saying sometimes individuals do have a to-do list. I have several lists, and you use those lists to keep you like on track or keep you grounded. Having a schedule commits you to doing things that you need to get done, right? If you need to cancel something, if there's an emergency, whatever you need to do, you go by your list, and the goal is to get it done, right? The goal is to work towards success. If you are trying to get sponsors, if you're building your brand, you're getting things out, you have a network call. Most people are doing networking calls on Zoom or WebEx, whatever works for you. I'm using StreamYard. So we have to find a way during the pandemic to still strive, to still generate revenues, to still take care of our existing customers, to generate new customers. And we have to figure out very unique ways to get this done. People tend to do business with those that they like or trust. So you want to be out for potential new clients, prospects, and connect with them. It's amazing how much you can learn from someone who's in the same field with you. And that is really true, because I often look at the history of Coca-Cola, of Nestle water, different water brands, and see how D-flat Tommy water fits in that scenario or in that space. So I'm looking to learn what to do and what not to do. I'm sure you heard it before, think outside the box, show creativity in your business, your product, your service, or brand. Look for fresh approaches, which is where I'm at now. Make sure you're on point. Make sure you have studied the new approach when you step outside your comfort zone and step outside the box. You want to be able to shine with your product. You want to show that it's from the heart and with passion. You want to make sure you want to be smart about your money, making sure that what you spent, you're generating to bring back in. Make sure you pay yourself. Make sure you put money away. You want to make sure you have a trusted advisor who can keep tabs on your finances, or take a bookkeeping or accounting class so you can know how to count your own money, because nobody can know how to count your money but you. If you don't know how to count your money and you hire someone, you have to make sure they know what they're doing and that they're not taking money from you. You have to give more of yourself when it comes to your business. Be more generous with thank you gifts, thank you cards, happy birthday, happy anniversary, just because I'm thinking of you. When you purchased my last package, I want to send this out to you. you know, a gift card, a happy Thanksgiving, you know, happy birthday, whatever is important to that customer or that client. You want to acknowledge that. People don't know how much you care until you show how much you care. With all this being said and done, it's easy to go into depress zone when we're in the pandemic. Things you used to do that were working, now they're not working. So now you have to find something else. One thing I want to suggest is that we want to take time to nourish our souls. We have to make sure that we're providing self-care for ourselves, whether you're getting up at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. If you're a morning person, jumping rope, exercising, doing some squats. I'm tell you, I'm doing a 30-day squat challenge, starts December 1st. You want to find things you can do because you still have to exercise your mental mindset. You know, if it means taking a boxing class, getting your nails done, get a mani-pedi, getting your hair done. Well, now because of the pandemic, you might do all that stuff inside, but you don't want to ignore you, because when you feel good about yourself, it shows. You also want to make sure you're balanced. What's more important to you? Prioritize what's important. Put what's important at the top of the list, and that everything else fall in place. Make sure you're keeping things in perspective. Now, most of us will say that we wasn't born organized, right? Probably a majority of us, but we are very creative individuals, and we have a drive. We're energetic. We're consistent. Some of us are disciplined, but when you put all that together, it's worth it. We want to make sure that our family is not neglected. We want to make sure we have an organized home, or organized office, so we can find things that we need. Make sure we're practicing good stewardship. We want to have a good sense of humor, peace, and calmness. Make sure our house is our home. You know, we want to treat it like our home. When you unlock the door, whether it's your front door, back door, side door, you want to make sure that there is peace in the home that you exist in. So to continue to be organized, you want to make sure you write everything down. You want to free your mind. Make sure you can recall all your appointments. Make sure you have the name of the movie or book that you want to check out. Phone number, address, emails. Make sure your contact list is on point. If you have appointments on Zoom, make sure that you have all of that in your phone. You have a calendar on your phone. Use it. You have notes on your phone. You have a recorder on your phone. You have a camera on your phone. So everything you need should be right there. You want to make sure that your surfaces are clear and clean. Make sure that wherever you're working at, your workspace is neat and tidy. Make sure you don't have just piles of stuff. You know, you want to make sure that everything is centered and in place. Because when you're organized, everything tends to flow smoothly. When you're not organized, things tend not to run smoothly, right? If you need to have a junk drawer, I think everybody in their house has a junk drawer where you put everything in, where if you can't find it, you go to the junk drawer right away. You want to never leave a room empty-handed. Make sure that if you take something out of one room, you put it back in the other. If you take something out of your files, out of your folders, whatever it is, so that you'll be able to know how to go back to that space. You want to make sure that you put your bills, make sure you don't have clutter. You want to have a donation box. If you got clothes you're trying to wear and you know you're not going to get back in them, donate them. It's almost the end of the year. Donate them to someone who could really, really use the products, the items, or the clothing, right? You want to make a plan. Right to the right of my desk in my office, I have a board where it has things for the rest of the year, the date and time, like what I'm supposed to be doing, where I'm at reaching my goal. Everything needs to be where it needs to be. So what are some of the ideas you have to be organized, right? Oh, Katie Lowe says that white cars are hard to please. Me and Wanda both have white cars, and we are hard to please. Me and Wanda are not. Me and Wanda B. Wanda B has a show called He Said, She Said on Intellectual Radio every Sunday at 2 p.m. Great topics for men and women. She's building relationships. and helping relationships communicate more. I don't think I'm hard to please. It's just when I want what I want, I want what I want. So I don't think necessarily hard to please, Katie Lowe. Next, we want to talk about, are you a dream crusher? You know, some individuals, they want to see you excel, but they don't want you to excel more than them, right? So we want to talk about that. Are you a dream crusher? You don't want to be around someone who is a dream crusher. So what I want to do is take a minute. We're going to come back and talk about dream crusher. And if you have any ideas or suggestions on how to be better organized, please put them in the comment section and I'll definitely post it. Please call in for the gift card. We'll be back in a moment, so don't go anywhere. Let's see.
It's a new year and the first anniversary of our revolutionary acne treatment. To celebrate, we have an amazing new offer for you. Order Proactive Plus, and for a special limited time, you'll pay just $19.95. Imagine yourself with skin so clear and beautiful, you feel confident to go after all the things you want. Make it happen today with Proactive Plus.
That's a huge difference. Look at that. Proactive Plus makes me feel amazingly beautiful.
Proactive Plus is dermatologist developed to help seek out and fix problem areas on your skin, and it's proven to work 4 times faster than the leading prescription.
This product is good. I started seeing results with Proactive Plus within the first week.
Now's the best time ever to order because we're offering extra savings to first-time customers. Call 1-800-773-5681 to get our 3-step system plus free gifts and free shipping. All just $19.95.
I use Proactive Plus every day. Like I literally use this stuff.
It's 2 for $5. Call the Angela. All Americans watching. Original chicken sandwich.
Hey! I know those who mix and match 2 large premium sandwiches for $5 only at Burger King.
These 100% beef burgers are stacked with bacon, sweet bourbon sauce, and apparently my mom's favorite, spicy sriracha sauce. Eat it, don't tweet it, Mom.
Denny's Big Burger Bash with burgers starting at $6.99. Denny's, welcome to America's Diner.
American Express for travel and entertainment worldwide. Just show them this, the American Express card. Oh, and someday I may even use it on the moon. It's a box. Oh, so you can replace plane tickets, traveler's checks, a lost card. You think that works? American Express's timeless safety and security are available on Apple Pay. The next evolution of membership is here.
Are bill collectors calling you? Are you afraid to answer the phone? Afraid of lawsuits, garnishments, losing your apartment, house, or car? Then call us for your debt relief options. I'm attorney Peter Francis Geraci. Chapter 7 or 13 can relieve the debt pressure. Call us now for a free phone mini consultation or log on to infotapes.com. We're the law firm you trust to get you out of debt. 1-800-401-4010.
Red rose with my red bone. Though her favorite color's yellow, mellow. Like la under blue skies. What she see up in my black eyes. She gazing in them like the hazel. Whether she looking at hazels. Now she drinking on some Grey Goose. Like she wanting me to taste too. I said I only drink every blue moon and the moon's white. So that's something that I can't do. But I'll paint you. But no time green on my mind. And the gold and the silver. I need that brown paper bag money. So many red lights in my life. I'm just waiting on my brain to come. Instead I'm moving so slow. People think I'm drinking purple stuff. I treat my haters like an orange. I fill them off. Pink lemonade for a sunny day in the paint. Let me paint you a bitch. Like a painter with a paintbrush. My mind is a prison. Now, which color do I pick?
Which one?
The color blue, defined in the pitch. Graffiti on the wall.
Yeah.
Visualize what I'm spitting.
You know what you say.
So remarkable, dude.
Is it?
The color blue.
When you take a look at the spectrum, seems like the world is more splattered with red. Blues being smeared from all these
bleach teeth so the black is kept if the chrome ain't near. Life with foggy vision makes it hard to see. If it ain't gold and pink, then it better be green. Purple heart cannon, never been a canary. Take the white out your mouth, sell it to one of the favorites. Everything ain't peachy, but shine like silver. Lime twist, brown looking, some click cute children. You can look in the sky or just wait for the rainbow, but we all got a category or some sort of label. Painted perfect pictures like colorful scripts. Don't blend me in with the rest. I'm a combustible mixture. Wish I was cut a blind from the tragedy. I will it's the masterpiece of catastrophe. My generation is kin. Let me paint you a picture like a painter with a.
Welcome back. If you're just tuning in, that was my son, Tristan Vance, song called Colors. He orchestrated it. He provided the beats. So look him up. Oh, let me correct. Katie Lowe said she didn't say we were hard to please. She just said you two are people I know with white trucks. LOL, LOL. Oh, I get you. She got jokes. Make sure you tune into Rhythm Flow Radio today at 4:45, intellectualradio.com. Are you a dream crusher? Are you someone who don't want to see other people be successful? Are you a dream crusher? I hope not. So I want to talk about dream crushers and how you know if you are a dream crusher. So a lot of times you find that people are unhappy about the progress of another person. They could be your so-called friend. They don't show up they don't show up and celebrate your success for you or anyone else. You know, doing a toast, you know, you find your glass half raised because that person is not sharing in your moment. If that is you, that means you are a dream crusher or AKA hater. Stop it right now. When someone approaches you with their dreams or their plans or their goals, I'm not talking about 5 years from now, building a Lego tower the size of a couch. I'm talking about someone is speaking to you from their heart. You should be very attentive, listen to them. I mean, really listen to what they're saying. Don't automatically put up barriers on why they can't do something. Don't be judgmental. Don't interrupt them when they're speaking. You know, don't take your smartphone out and start texting someone. Just truly listen to that person. If you are a friend, it's vital. Vital means necessary to the existence of someone else, a well-being of something or someone. It brings the relationship alive, whether it's a husband or wife, whether it's a boyfriend or girlfriend, whether it's a business partner, or if it's a friendship. When you are close to someone, you want that person to excel, at least you should, and vice versa. That way both win. You know, offer some constructive criticism, offer guidance, offer advice, but make sure it's positive and not so negative. You want to keep your heart open for that person, to be a listening ear for them when they need you most, and vice versa. A lot of people are going through things right now because of the pandemic. You know, you want to check on your neighbors, see if they need anything, you know, be there for your friends and your family. A lot of people who are at home are not used to being at home all day, every day. You know, they may tend to eat binge, you know, TV binge, watch movies, you know, become frustrated. Some of them even have suicidal thoughts, and we want to be there. And if you can't call them, send them a motivational quote or text or video, something to make them laugh or uplift them. These are trying times right now for everybody. And I just think we need to all pull together, which I know we can do, and be there to support one another. So here are some things to make sure that you are not a dream crusher. If someone is celebrating something, they won an award, they got a new car, they bought a new house, be excited for them. You know, that's an accomplishment. When you have an accomplishment, they should do the same thing for you. We just have to start supporting each other more, collaborating more. It is key. It is important that we do that. In trying times, we never know who we may need. And so that's why I'm saying it's very important that we are there for one another. So don't be a dream crusher. Be there, be supportive of individuals, be there for them, offer motivational quotes, you know, encouragement, whatever you can do, you know, drive by, take them some donuts, whatever. Just, you know, a friendly phone call or a text message if you don't want to just say, hey, how you doing? I'm just dropping in to say hello. There are so many emojis out here and gifts, GIFs, that we could attach to our phone and send out to people and be encouraging and be uplifting. We need to band together right now. You know, we only have what, less than 30 days left. Well, probably 40 days left, 35 days left in 2020. And we're all, I'm sure, looking forward to a prosperous, an abundance of joy, peace, caring for one another, right? So in 2 days, we have Thanksgiving. This will be a Thanksgiving that will go down in history like no other. A lot of individuals are still traveling for Thanksgiving despite the stay-at-home order. Those who are staying at home, or if you're out of town seeing loved ones or family members, please make sure that you are wearing your mask. Please make sure that you are practicing social distancing. Please make sure that you are washing your hands constantly. Make sure that we are still loving on one another, but we still have to be careful because more and more people are dying. I don't know what this virus entails or holds. I don't know what the vaccine will entail or unfold, but I just know we have to be vigilant in prayer every day, all day, because it's so many unknowns that's going on in the world today. And it's a time for peace, even though people are at home and don't want to be at home. We have to really, really be careful of what we say, how we react to things. And this should draw us closer, hopefully, to our families. Again, if you're preparing, what's your favorite dish for Thanksgiving? What are you preparing? What's your fond memories of Thanksgiving with your family? You know, share some of those in the comments and I'll post them. But I want to talk about social media and how you can promote your product, service, or brand, the do's and don'ts. For one, you want to make sure that your social media profile is up to date. Make sure it's not a picture from high school or graduation or when you got married. Make sure it's a current picture, at least within 90 days. Make sure your phone number, your email, or whatever pertinent information you want them to know. So if they do a Google search to your name, what comes up? Have you done a Google search to your name and see what comes up? I challenge you to do that. Make sure that all your information is correct. You also want to cross promote. So if you are on several social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Instagram, you want to make sure that all of your profiles are similar. So like for Making Waves with Miss Darcy, I have a Making Waves with Miss Darcy page on Facebook. I have an Instagram, Making Waves with Miss Darcy. I have a Twitter, Making Waves with Miss Darcy. I don't think I have a Pinterest. Yeah, I think I do have a Pinterest. And so you want to make sure that everything, each social media site has the same information. So you want to make sure that people can Google you and they can find you just by putting that on there, right? You make sure that your phone number is correct, your name is spelled correct, your email address, all of your contact information is correct. So you want to make sure that everything is correct on your social media site. You want to make sure that all of your stuff is similar, right? You want to make sure that if it's your name, make sure your name is spelled correctly. Make sure your email address is correctly. Make sure your phone number is correct. Make sure what you do, your website, and all your information is correct. You also want to make sure that you're engaging your customers or your viewers on your pages. So if you haven't done that, you want to make sure that you're engaged. You want to make sure that people know who is there readily available for them to see. You want to make sure if you have a Black Friday sale coming up in a couple of days. Make sure all the pertinent information is there. You want to make sure that the prices are right, whatever prices you're doing for your promo for Black Friday. You want to make sure that the information is correct. You want to make sure that you're engaging your customers or your viewers or your likes. Make sure you're engaging the groups. If you have your own groups, make sure you're putting things in there positive, getting people engaged, getting people to talk about what they do, how their day is, what they're doing for Thanksgiving, who's cooking, whose food you like, whose food you don't like. All of that good stuff should be on your page to engage. You want to make sure you have engaging conversation. Social media is crucial to your business. So you want to make sure that you are using social media correctly. Learn about the days and times you should post on Facebook, the days and times you should post on Instagram, YouTube. I forgot about YouTube. YouTube, you got LinkedIn, you got Pinterest, you got Twitter. There are so many sites. And so we should be using each and every opportunity right now to be engaged for our product, service, or business. Or if we have a page, a radio page, a blog, make sure that you are sharing positive information, that you're not just having the groups or the pages and you're not posting and you're not talking about what people do in the group. The people that joined your group or joined your page, you want to find out what they do. You want to spotlight their business or whatever they got going on. You know, Black Friday is a big day, a big deal, a big day, just like Cyber Monday. So there are going to be so many promos and so many sales. Make sure that if you have a business and you have a product, service, or brand, make sure that information is readily available. Make sure it's out. Make sure it's easy to understand. If people have to figure out what it is, they're going to go to somewhere else. So we only have a few minutes more. I do want to do the phrase that pays. If you would like to participate, I will read the phrase one more time. Let me just pull the phrase that pays up. I am excited. So let me find the phrase that pays. And you do have to read it word from word. I have an anniversary coming up for Intellectual Radio that I'm super excited about. And I'll be sharing that information with you guys soon. So the phrase that pays, here we go. The phrase that pays is your life skills, is your message to the world. Make sure it's inspiring. You may have to fight the battle more than once to win it. So are you prepared? That's the phrase that pays. So you want to call for today only 708-667-6611. Again, 708-667-6611. Let's talk about business. How important is business during the pandemic? Is your business thriving? Are you having problems with the business? Or is it like up and down? I know for restaurant owners, people are having a hard time when it comes to being open, not being open. You know, restaurant owners are really having a really hard time. And my heart and prayers go out to those individuals who may have got laid off or lost their jobs. My heart goes out to those. And then we have individuals who are on unemployment, and now we're finding out that there are scams going on when it comes to unemployment. And it's just so many things going on that we have to be prayerful about. And because we're not in it, or it doesn't involve us, we don't know just the depth of it, because we just hear it. It's not really affecting us. I'll put it like that. It doesn't really affect us the way we think it would, because we're not dealing with that. A lot of parents are at home with their children more and more, and they're like, I can't keep doing this. So it's a lot of different scenario, a lot of different variables for individuals who are at home during the pandemic with their children, having to be there with them all day, things that they're going to have to do. So my heart and prayers go out to them. Remember, we learn 10% of what we read, 20% of what we hear, 30% of what we see, 50% of what we see and hear, 70% of what we discuss, 80% of what we experience, and then 95% of what we teach others. Really? So that's something to think about. That's something to think about. That is. So when you're working on your product, your service, or brand, are you having interruptions? Are you finding it hard to stay on track because you're at home more? So I want to make sure that you stay aggressive, stay prayerful, make sure that you are on point with your product, service, or brand, that you have did your homework. Make sure that, what's another word I want to say? Well, I don't want to use the word but you want to make sure that you are prepared for new customers, new clients. Make sure that you are an expert in what you're doing. Make sure that you are on point for your product, service, or brand. Make sure that you are prepared for new customers, engaging customers. You want to make sure that everything is on point. That's what most customers look for. And then your existing customers, you want to make sure that your existing customers are getting everything they need. Make sure that you have everything that they need. Offer other bullet points, other tools and tricks that they may need. You want to make sure you have that. I'm just so excited that we're approaching the end of 2020 and that we are looking forward to 2021 and that we are still here, which is huge. So a lot of things we have to be thankful for. We have to be thankful that we are still here during the pandemic, right? Nobody knew about a pandemic. Nobody thought we would survive the pandemic, but a lot of us didn't, but a lot of us did. And so I am grateful. I am thankful that we did survive the pandemic, that we are still here. And I think I just had the error message. But anyway, so that's all the time I have. I want to thank you guys for listening, for tuning in. Please share the broadcast. Make sure you're asking for referrals. Make sure you're collaborating. Make sure you're networking on Zoom or WebEx or whatever platform you're using. Collaborating during the pandemic is extremely important. Make sure you're leveraging your community. Use your community. Let your community know who you are, what you do. Cross-promote. Use coupons. Use your sites. Use social media. You know, practice your elevator pitch while you have time. Work on the elevator pitch, being energetic, being informational. Work on all these things that pertain to your business. You can network online, learn how to speak in front of an audience if you wanted to be a motivational speaker. Create a buzz around you, your product, your service, or your brand. Ask individuals, your current customers, your new customers. Ask for referrals. The main thing we want to do right now during the pandemic is collaboration and building relationships. I think that's very helpful. It's powerful. It's uplifting. If you have coupons, use coupons, do giveaways, do all these things by taking responsibility for your own happiness. So don't wait for someone else. Make small daily choices to make sure that you're happy inside. Use self-care. Choose to be happy now while you work toward creating a better life in the pandemic. Commit to one thing or one thing that brings you joy daily, whether it's listening to music, whether it's dancing, whether it's hula hoop, whether it's walking your dog, whether it's going outside, whether it's cleaning out your garage, whatever it is. You want to take some time to evaluate your thoughts, your beliefs, your attitudes, how you're handling the pandemic, how you handle things in life. Challenge what you believe to be true. Ask yourself if you are open to a mindset reset. I think right now we all can use a mindset reset. And then once we reset our mindset, we want to pray. We want to pray to God. We want to take action, and we want to take this week, this day, this minute, this hour, this second, 1 minute, one at a time. Now, I'm challenging you all. We only have about 35 more days left, maybe 40. I think it's 35 though. to achieve your goal, whatever it is, you want to define what it is. You have to want it. How bad do you want it? And then you have to believe in that goal. Then you want to write down that goal. Then you want to split that goal up into like maybe 1 part, 2 part, 3 parts. Then you want to review it, go over it, make sure it's crystal clear in your heart, in your mind, and on paper. Then you want to schedule it, and then you want to do it by take action. So how to achieve your goal, my goal, our goal. Define it, want it, believe it, write it down, split it up, review it, schedule it, and then do it. And I know that we all are capable of doing it. So even though the odds may be stacked against us, we have to believe when we do the mindset reset that when we tap into our unique gifts and abilities, which we all have, combine that with a sense of purpose, which we all have, passion and perseverance, which we all have, we can defy all odds. We won't let this pandemic tear us down or wear us down, but we'll be working on the new us. So we want to get better at being better every single day. And I know that we can do that. So again, I want to thank you for your time. Thank you for tuning in. It's been a pleasure to talk to you guys today. And I look forward, well, I won't be here on Thanksgiving. So hopefully you guys will be out with Thanksgiving with your friends and your family. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. I appreciate if you guys would share the broadcast. That would mean a lot to me. And I just want to say, we made it. I'm so glad that we are all still here. I'm so glad for having a voice, being able to share information. I'm going to share Tip Tuesday in a little while. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor and share the broadcast. In closing, I want to say, build your own dreams. We have our inner creativity, Katie Lowe. Thank you for sharing that with me. We have our inner creativity, and we all have inner creativity. So we want to use all of that. I challenge you to use all of that. And sometimes we don't know what people are going through. Some people are going through more than we are, but we want to be there for them. We want to be encouraging most of all. Thank you guys for tuning in. Build your own dreams, or someone else will hire you to build theirs. And that could be me or you. Thanks for tuning in, and please share the broadcast. Until next time, happy Thanksgiving to you and yours. Be safe.